Hello there. Good afternoon. We meet again for the video lecture series on machine tool and machining. This is a third year course at IIT Kharagpur. This is being conducted in 4 parallel sections. Students of all the sections are advised to go through these lectures. This will enable you to achieve your learning objectives for the course Machine Tool and Machining. Today we are going to take an interesting look at material removal rate in milling. The question is, can we estimate the material removal rate in milling using the generalized approach of VCS and T? Already in drilling we have seen, yes, with a tweak in concept it is possible to calculate material removal rate using VCS and T. Can we do the same in case of milling? Let us have a look. This is a face milling cutter and this is a face milling process. Number 1 is the finished surface, number 2 is the unmachined surface. Number 3 is the tertiary surface over which the inserts are machining. Number 3 is the surface which has been hatched with green color. If we take a projection of that surface on the back plane, we get number 4 plane, which is this particular area. This area, the projected area is T into B. Typically using the concept of projected area, we calculate the material removal rate as T into B times SM, where SM is the feed rate or speed with which the work material is being fed towards the cutter. So from that particular aspect, MRR in milling comes out to be axial depth of cut into width of cut or width of the job into the feed rate. This we are giving you an example of face milling. If it is end milling, similar expression can also be obtained. Now SM, that is the feed rate, can be calculated as feed per tooth into number of cutting edges into the rotational speed of the cutter. And rotational speed of the cutter can once again be obtained from the generalized equation of Vc equal to pi dn. Please note that I am not dividing it by 1000. So this will come into millimeter per minute and n will come in rpm. So we can replace n over here and see something else. For the sake of simplicity, we will assume that there is only one cutting edge on this face mill cutter. Say for example in this there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cutting edges. We remove all the 8 inserts and let us keep only this particular insert in place. So that is a situation like this. This is a very well known thing. This is called fly milling cutter where only one cutting edge is existing. So with that assumption or simplification, what we get is T comes over here, S comes over here, Z becomes 1 and instead of N we replace it by Vc by pi d. Another assumption is there or simplification or special case. The width of the cutter, the diameter of the cutter and the width of the workpiece, they are same as it has been shown in this particular job, this particular figure. So here if the width of the job is 200 millimeter, the diameter of the cutter is also 200 millimeter. So that is the simplification or special case that we are taking into account. Upon simplification, what we are getting? Vc into S into T, that comes into the numerator and a pi appears in the denominator. So material removal rate in face milling is not exactly Vc into S into T, but it is also can be calculated provided we express it as Vc into T divided by pi. This pi is coming for a special scenario. What are those special scenarios? There is one cutting edge and the width of the job and the diameter of the cutter they are same. Now, can we approach it from some other angle and prove whether it can be expressed as VCS and T? So for that, let us look at this particular diagram. The blue diagram, blue one is the previous position of the cutter, and the red one is the current position of the cutter. The cutter has moved from this particular position to this particular position in one rotation. Please note, this particular cutter is also having only one teeth, one cutting edge. So Z equal to 1. This is the instantaneous engagement angle because this is the current location of my insert. However, it has started cutting from this position and it will continue to cut till this position. The rotation of the cutter is in this direction. So here the engagement angle is minus pi by 2 by convention, and on this side it is pi by 2 or 90 degrees. This is the feet per tooth S, which is typically 0.1, 0.2 millimeter per tooth. Now let us zoom this particular part and have a look. So if you zoom it, this remains equal to S. This distance and this distance, when psi I is 0 degree, they are the same. But this is not the actual feed. The actual feed being encountered by the cutter or insert is instantaneous feed SI. And as you can see from this particular diagram, SI can be very easily expressed as S cos psi. This is the instantaneous feed, and if you look, the instantaneous feed is not constant. These are instantaneous feeds, they are not constant. They are changing from engagement angle minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. As the cutter is rotating, the instantaneous feed is also changing. So can we calculate something which is called average feed? So let us do that. So the average feed for this particular cutting process from this point to this point, let me change the color for your benefit, from this point of engagement to this point of disengagement, when the cutter is rotating in this direction, the average feed can be calculated as SI integrated over d psi I. The limits of integration is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and to find out the average value, in the denominator it is integral d psi I, once again within the same limits. If you do this integration, you will get a value of average cuttings, average feed to be in this particular manner, 2S divided by pi. Now let us put that in MRR. MRR is VC S average into T. Now all of a sudden what I have done is that I have divided it by 2. Is there any idea why have I divided it by 2? In this situation, a insert which is cutting from this position to this position, it is cutting only for 180 degree. Once it comes out here, this is not cutting, it is going through thin air. So half of the time it is cutting, half of the time it is not cutting. So I am dividing the actual MRR by 2. Now let us put the value of average feed in this expression. So VC comes here, T comes here, average feed S comes here, this 2 comes here, and this 2 by pi also appears. And as it appears, we get the same expression, which is VC into S into T. So this is the generalized approach for calculation of material removal rate in milling or in any other situation where my feed doesn't remain constant. If you recall, in case of turning, feed remains constant, but in case of milling, be it slab milling, be it face milling, be it end milling, feed does not remain constant. And in that particular case, this is the generalized approach from where we can get the value of material removal rate in terms of VCS and T, but it gets divided by pi. Is the value, is this pi, whatever is appearing in the denominator, is it a holy number? Is it a sacrosanct value? No. This pi you are getting because of two reasons. One is z is equal to 1, another one is b, that is the width of the job, is equal to the diameter of the cutter. Because of this pi is coming. So this is our approach. If you go back, you will see that from the other approach also we got the same value of MRR, that is VCS and VCST by pi, and in this approach also we got the same value of MRR, VCS and VCST divided by pi. But this approach is generalized approach by calculation of average feed. So what are we going to do in the next video? Next video what we are going to do is that we are going to show by numerical estimation MRR in milling using generalized approach and the approach which says it is equal to B into T into SM. So we will depict that this particular approach and this particular approach, they give the same value, and that we would not do for B equal to D. We will take a general case. We will take a case where B is less than D, where this would become your entry engagement angle, this would become your exit engagement angle, and this is the instantaneous engagement angle. So this video will come, and we expect that we will get a value of MRR expression like this. Though we will not go in the analytical domain, we will go in the numerical domain, and we will reveal or we will depict that this approach and this approach, they will give you the same value. Thank you so much once again. Please stay safe, take all the precautions which are prescribed, and please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Then you will get instantaneous notification whenever we upload our video. The other viewers, those who are not associated with IIT Kharagpur, if you like our channel, if you like our videos, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you so much once again.